It is 11 at night, and Maya is lying on the couch with her phone. She was not shopping. She was just scrolling. Then an ad slides past. A jacket, deep green, 40% off, only 3 left in stock. Her thumb hovers. There is a little rush, a small, bright feeling in her chest. 10 seconds later, the jacket is in her cart. She did not need a jacket. She owns 3. She was not even cold. So what just happened in those 10 seconds? Today, we're going to slow that moment down, the space between seeing and buying, and look at what is really going on inside it. Because once you can see each moving part, the whole thing loses a lot of its power. Because impulse spending is not a character flaw. It is normal brain wiring plus some very clever engineering. This is your brain versus your wallet. And once you can see the game, it gets much easier to play on purpose. Let's start with the rush, that small, bright feeling Maya got when the jacket appeared. That is dopamine at work. Dopamine is a chemical messenger in your brain. In plain words, it is the brain saying, go get that. It might be good. People call it the reward chemical, but that nickname is slightly wrong, and the difference matters. Dopamine does not mainly reward getting things. It rewards wanting them. Scientists call this the anticipation loop. The biggest surge comes before the purchase. While you are imagining the jacket, picturing yourself wearing it, hovering over the button. The moment you actually own it, the surge fades. Fast. That is why the package on your doorstep often feels flatter than the checkout did. The thing you chase for days becomes, quite quickly, just a thing. Your brain paid you for the chase, not the catch. None of this makes you broken. This wiring kept our ancestors hunting and gathering. It is just that it now meets a shopping app at 11 at night. There is a second piece of wiring, present bias. Present bias means your brain treats now as far more valuable than later. A treat today feels vivid and real. A goal that is months away, a savings cushion, a paid-off card, feels pale and abstract. So when Jacket Tonight competes with Savings Someday, it is not a fair fight. The now thing is in full color. The later thing is a faint sketch, and this fight happens dozens of times a week. Again, this is normal. Every human brain does it. But here is where it stops being just biology. There's an entire industry that knows all of this and spends billions designing for it. Look back at Maya's ad. Only 3 left in stock. A countdown timer on the sale. That is manufactured scarcity. The shop making the item feel rare and the window feel short. A brain under time pressure skips the slow, careful questions and jumps straight to grab it now. Sometimes the scarcity is real. Often, it is simply a setting someone typed into a website. Then there is friction, my favorite word in this whole story. Friction is anything that slows a purchase down. Walking to a store is friction. Typing in your card number is friction. Even waiting for payday used to be friction. And here is the key idea. Retailers have spent 20 years removing it. Save cards, one-tap ordering, buy now buttons, checkout pages that remember everything. Each one shaves seconds off the distance between wanting and owning. Think of it like this. Between you and any purchase, there used to be a staircase. Get dressed, travel to the shop, stand in a queue, count out cash. Online shopping replaced the staircase with a slide. One tap at the top, and you're at the bottom, holding a receipt. Every step they remove is a moment you're slower, wiser thinking never gets to use. 2 more tools in the kit. First, feelings. You may have heard the phrase retail therapy. We often buy not because we need the thing, but because we need the feeling, a lift when we are bored, stressed, lonely, or tired. There is no shame in that. Comfort is a real need. But the purchase only works briefly. The feeling comes back, and the money does not. That is why the third or fourth comfort buy never works quite as well as we hope. Second, price anchoring. An anchor is the first number you see, and it drags your sense of what is expensive toward itself. Maya's jacket said $120 crossed out, now $60. Notice the switch. She stopped asking whether the jacket was worth $60 to her and started feeling like she had just saved $60. Same jacket, different story. The crossed out number did the selling. Let's put simple, round numbers on all of this. Say the slide catches you 3 times a month at $20 each. Small stuff, a gadget, a top, a deal that felt too good to skip. That is $60 a month. Over a year, that is $720 quietly gone on things you may struggle to even remember. That same money could have been a plane ticket or the start of an emergency cushion. So what can you do? You do not need more willpower. You need to build your own stairs back. Here are 5 calm moves. None of them cost a cent, and none of them need an app. 1. A waiting rule. Anything unplanned waits 24 hours. Bigger things wait a week. The dopamine surge fades, and then you can hear yourself think. You are not saying no to yourself. You're saying not yet. 2. Keep a single wish list. If you want something, it goes on a list, and you buy from the list later on purpose. The list turns a hot impulse into a calm plan. 3. Delete your save cards. Typing 16 digits is 30 seconds of friction, and 30 seconds is often all your wiser brain needs. 4. Unsubscribe from tempting emails and turn off shop notifications. You cannot be pulled toward a sale you never see. You're allowed to close that door. 5. The quiet one. Before you buy, name the feeling. Ask what you are actually shopping for right now. Sometimes it is a jacket. Often it is rest, or comfort, or a small escape. And Maya? The jacket sat in her cart overnight. In the morning, the rush was gone, and so was the wanting. She closed the tab and went to make her coffee. That is the whole goal. Not a life where you never buy anything fun. A life where you decide on purpose, with your eyes open. The slide will always be there, but now you can see it. So here's my question for you. What is one thing you almost bought recently? And what do you think you were really shopping for?